Alrighty boyos, welcome back once again to another video. How you guys doing, guys? Today I have for you guys the Ginger Blaster weapon review. A lot of you guys really requested this on the stream yesterday, which by the way, we got like nearly 500 new people to the channel again, so thank you guys so much for subscribing. Also, a lot of you guys really enjoyed the Hemlock weapon review yesterday, like over 20,000 views in 17 hours. It's freaking insane. Thank you guys so much for that as well. And a lot of you guys also on Twitter have been heavily requesting this Ginger Blaster alongside the people in the stream. So today we're going to be doing the Ginger Blaster review. Going to keep it very short, very sweet, very informative, and very juicy. So let's go ahead and jump into it. But first link in the description is the giveaway link, and second link is the merchandise link. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump into this and let's look at the Ginger Blaster. Now, I went all out with this weapon. A lot of you guys on the previous video were curious as to why my weapon was 130, and that is because of Fortnite. Fortnite is very difficult. If you want to make it in Fortnite, you are gonna have to have 130 schematics. I'm gonna be making a whole video dedicated to why you need 130 schematics now that Fortnite is out. That's going to be sometime this weekend. I'm not really too focused on it right now, but a lot of you guys were confused, and I did explain it in the last video, but apparently a lot of you guys kind of breezed over it. So yes, the reason my weapons are 130 is because of Fortnite, and I want to go all out with these weapons and show you if they at all are going to be useful in Fortnite and in-game content. So yeah, let's go and jump into this. So as you guys can see, the perks on this Ginger Blaster are the best possible perks you can get with this weapon. Crit damage, magazine size, physical, crit rating, crit damage, all legendary and whatnot. The reasoning for this is because of the fire rate. Now, the reason I did go with crit is because you can shoot so fast. You also have a very good magazine size, so that is another plus to it. You look at your crit hit chance and your crit hit damage, you have an amazing crit weapon right here if you build it properly with the proper hero team. Now, this weapon looks very, very cool, as we can all see, but if there's something that the Ghost Pistol has taught us in the past, just because a weapon looks cool does not mean that the weapon is actually good. So, is this weapon any better than the Ghost Pistol? It is 1,000 times better than the Ghost Pistol, and I know the Ghost Pistol is used for multi-target damage, but the damage at the end of the day for the Ghost Pistol is absolutely garbage. If you take a look at the Ginger Blaster, you have a crazy 21,000 base damage, 43,000 headshot damage, not to mention the crit potential. This weapon also, if we go to compare, has the exact same fire rate as the Last Word at 4.5. This weapon's potential is off the charts. Now, a lot of you guys know that I do not like the Corn Lmg. The Corn Lmg is only the first weapon that we ever got to see with a healing element to it. As you guys can see, eliminating enemies with this weapon can spawn healing candy pickups. It is very similar to the Ginger Blaster on how you get gumdrops instead of candy corn. Now, my biggest gripe with the Corn Lmg was that it was always locked at physical, and that is also the same case for the Ginger Blaster. But why is the Ginger Blaster better than the Corn Lmg? All you gotta do is look at the weapons that are in the class. If you compare the Corn Lmg to any other weapon in its class, the Corn Lmg falls short in nearly every single way. You compare it to a Wraith, it's not as good. You compare it to a Hacksaw, it's not as good. You compare it to this, it's not as good. And the reasoning for that is because you do have that 50% less damage because of physical whenever you're using it on elemental enemies, and also this is based off of the Terminator, and in my personal opinion, the Hacksaw is a lot better than the Terminator, but the Corn Lmg just falls short against every other assault rifle really in its class. Well, not every single one of them, but most. If we take a look at the Ginger Blaster, you guys are really going to know in the gameplay today that this weapon definitely stands up against all of the pistols that are in the game, okay? Whenever you're running Ranger, Ginger Blaster is definitely going to have to be in your loadout. Something that I personally would recommend is running something like a Rat-a-tat, Founders Revolt / Whisper 45, and Ginger Blaster. The Ginger Blaster is going to be that one weapon that is going to be really good against mist monsters, and it's also going to spawn healing pickups for your team so that you can support them. And yeah, it's a pretty freaking good weapon. You guys will learn that very soon. The hero loadout that we're using is going to be Ranger Beetlejuice at 130, Field Agent Rio at 130, and Calamity at 130. Normally you would go with Carbide right here so that you could get some extra time with your Teddy, but we're going to be focusing on the gun alone, so I'm trying to get a little bit more damage damage, just as much damage as I can squeeze out of this weapon. So without further ado, let's go ahead and hop into a mission. We're going to be doing a 4x level 100 repair the shelter. We're going to be going against fire enemies, and the reasoning for this is because I want to determine if this gun is good at in-game content. Can this weapon stand up against elemental husks? That is what we'll be finding out today. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into this, and let's see exactly how good the Ginger Blaster is. Alrighty boyos, so here we are in game. Now the plan for this gameplay is to go find some smashers and some mist monsters, show you guys how this weapon stacks up against power level 100 mist monsters, and then after that we're going to start the repair the shelter mission, and then show you guys how this weapon stacks up against elemental and power level 118. So it looks like Death Grip found me a smasher, so we're going to go head on over there, and we're going to see exactly how much damage we can do with this Ginger Blaster. Alrighty, so here we are. We have the freaking party zone right down there thanks to Death Grip. Now, I don't really see any other mist monsters around this area, unfortunately, but we will be able to get a juicy smasher test. So what I want to do is I want to clear out the rest of these boys right here. As you guys can hear, this weapon does sound quite weird. Yeah, smasher, you kind of get mad at your own stuff right now, okay? You do your own thing. I want to get rid of your little minions right now. Hey, okay? I know you're Krampus. I know you're mad about everything, alright, but we can't be having it. See, it's going to kill you. As you guys can see the little booger gumdrops right there. And here we go. Here's the freaking smasher test. Boy, I'm going to need you to look over here. I'm right behind you. I'm right here. I said I'm right. I need you to look at me, Chief. Here we go. No crit. No. Oh, there we go. Okay, so I did this smasher test previously off camera, and I was able to kill a smasher in 7 shots. However, I was a little unlucky with my crits on that smasher, but nonetheless, we were able to kill him in less than a clip. If I was going full on with my fire rate, this is how fast we would have killed him. If we would have went this fast right here, that would have been as fast as we could have killed him. Let's go ahead and head on over here and see if we can't find some blasters, because honestly, this weapon will wipe the floor with a group of blasters, because this thing does insane headshot damage on top of the crit damage. So I want to see if I can find some blasters for you guys, and then we'll finally get into the actual gameplay with some 118 husks. Maybe at this encampment right here, we might be able to get a few mist monster spawns, at least I'm hoping. There we go, there's a blaster right there. We can go ahead and, gun this boy down with 4 shots. Go ahead and gun this boy down with 3 shots. Oh my goodness, man. This freaking gun is insane against blasters. Gun that boy down with another 4 shots. Oh god. Drop a little teddy right there because we're having technical difficulties at a lot of husklings. Come here, dude. Oh my goodness. That 2-shot right there, man. The crit is insane, dude. The crit is freaking insane. Oh god. We got some blaster trouble, dude. I'm out of here, Chief. Come on, we'll just hide right here. We'll just hunker down. Okay, little huskling. I'm not happy about it. I'm actually gonna start calling them husklings now. Always called them midgets, dude, until them patch notes came out and they actually, called them husklings. I would never believe that they were husklings otherwise. So let's go ahead and kill these boys. Hopefully, I don't want to get all my health back. I want to show you guys the true potential of the booger drops. Let's just kind of glitch around over here. A little phase shift, kind of looks like a glitch. Kill that boyo right there. Okay, so let's go ahead and lay waste to the rest of these guys with a hover turret and with this pistol, and I will show you guys the true potential of the lovely booger drops. Okay, so here we are at, if you guys will get out of my way, actually no, they look like tennis balls now since we're on the court. So here we are at 177. Might as well be 178,000 if we pick up one of these bad boys right here. Do a little scooch onto it. Oh. There we go, right there. So that was like, can I math, like 22,000 plus. We're at 206. We go up to 234. So that is actually some pretty freaking decent. That was like, what, 28,000? Can I do quick math or can I not? I probably can't do quick math, but maybe 28,000. I'm not entirely sure. If I did make a mistake, I will obviously put it on the screen because I am a dummy. But without further ado, guys, that is pretty much all the gameplay I want to show of the 100 husks. Let's go ahead and move on to the actual big elemental daddies and get on to the true potential of this weapon. Alrighty, boyos, here we are at the end game of the mission. So we got some power level 118 boyos over here. These also got quite a bit of little husklings over here. Oh yes, we got some flingers. Nice. So we can do a little bit of a flinger test, a fluff flinger test, and we can see how much damage we can do to them boyos, because as you guys know, you know, flingers, you're mainly supposed to do your damage with melee weapons and such. So hopefully we can get a few flinger kills in there. Maybe we might be able to get a fire smasher if we're lucky. I'm not entirely sure what's going to get spawned during these waves, but I am seeing a few husky boys. I see another flinger back there. We'll try to solo this flinger and see how much we can do to it. So come here, Chief. No, come here, Chief. There you go. There you go. Take the damage. Take the damage. Hey, trying to solo him. I'm trying to freaking solo the flinger, dude. How freaking dare you? That's fine. We just one tap that boy right there. Let's pull up over here. Hey, I don't like the whole black market deal going on right here. There we go. Let's kind of clear this out. You guys are like the cool kids chilling in the back of the school. I'm not a fan of it. Okay, yeah, let's get all the useless commentary out of the way. Let's actually talk about something useful. So at the end of the day, whenever it comes to the Ginger Blaster, one thing I would like to make very apparent is that this guy is trap vulnerable, and he's not really... Ugh. Whatever. I'll try to kill as many of these boys as I can. We're not really seeing any high health guys on this mission. We're really just seeing flingers right now, in terms of the people that have more of the high health. You know, we've killed a few husky husks, but they've just kind of like, you know, flopped over and died. But it seems that these waves are like quite literally next to nothing in terms of husks. I'm not entirely sure why, but I hope that the power level 100 husks gave you guys like a give you guys a general idea of this, because these waves are pathetic, dude, in terms of the enemies and stuff. We got a riot husky right here that we just like 4 or 5 shotted. I wasn't paying attention. Like 4 or 5 shots right there for the riot husky. This guy right here looks like he's about to get down in about 2 clips, which is very, very, very good. But yeah, at the end of the day, whenever it comes to the Ginger Blaster, I feel like this gun should definitely be in every single... Oh yeah, we just 4-tapped that guy. This gun should be in every single Ranger's loadout, because, you know, you go with like a Rat-a-tat and then go with a Founder's Revolt / like Whisper 45 or something, and then have the Ginger Blaster as your next weapon, because this gun, it's good against flingers, it's good against smashers, it's good against pretty much any miss monster in the game. Very, very, very good, because, I mean, obviously it's locked at physical, but if you do have to use it against any elemental enemies, just know that the crit on this weapon is freaking insane in terms of the damage that it can do. You know, the fact that this weapon can stand out amongst the rest and still be doing 50% less damage to elemental enemies is basically what makes the Ginger Blaster one of the best guns, in my opinion, in terms of the pistols. You know, you're going to be able to support your team, you're going to be able to place these bugs down all over the place, and you are going to be able to do some massive miss monster damage with this weapon. It's just that, you know, you got 3 slots for pistols whenever you're playing a pistol hero. Definitely use this in one of your slots. Previously, you know, I suggested to use the Ghost Pistol as a 3rd slot for the Ranger, but honestly, you know, that was just trying to give the gun some leeway. This weapon right here actually deserves to be in a slot whenever it comes to your loadout as a Ranger. If I do play Ranger at all anytime in the future, I'm definitely going to be having this in my loadout, not just because I relate to it because it's a Ginger Blaster, but because this weapon is absolutely insane in the way that it can perform against enemies. And honestly, I was expecting to hate this weapon, but I really, at the end of the day, just fell in love with it. So I want to hear your guys' opinions in the comments down below as far as the Ginger Blaster is concerned. Probably one of the coolest looking weapons we've gotten, one of the most unique because it does the gumdrops just like the candy corn, and it is an excellent crit weapon, especially against those miss monsters. And you know, the physical on this weapon does not hold it back whatsoever if you ask me, but you know, like I said, I want to hear you guys' opinions in the comments down below. This is definitely, if I'm going to rate this at all, because I did that Hemlock review and I basically called it the best AR in the game, so obviously that's a 10. If I had to give this weapon a review, honestly, I kind of want to give it a 10, but I can't because of the lack of an element. I'm going to give this weapon a very solid 9, maybe even inch towards a 9.5. I'm in love with this weapon. Like I said, I want to hear what you guys think down in the comments down below. But guys, that is it for me. I hope this video was useful. If you guys learned anything new, then I would appreciate if you guys would sound off in the comments. And recently I've been trying to make these weapon reviews very informative and very straightforward, so I hope you guys enjoy the new format. But guys, that's it for me. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.